Did you hear that,
You
YouTube?
first.
Gaz said he wants me to
thing
do him.
that's happening.
We're here outside Old Trafford, 2-0 United today against Benfica. Another clean sheet at home, Gaz.
Yeah, mate.
Piece piss this.
Oh, you tell you what, mate. This Champions League, load of nonsense. It's easier than the Europa League.
League was harder.
Mate, we'll piss this. We'll piss this competition. Nah, mate. You know what? We've come up against some pretty darn poor teams, I think, in this group, and a lot of them have come here and not played too well. Benfica were all right today, but I don't think we were great. At the end of the day, we got the result, and the class shown through. I think some of the
explain why
players,
it feels so flat at the moment. What is going? Why since that Liverpool game, where all we did was draw, has everything gone so
you know what?
flat?
I think there's some of the games that we're going into as well, like the bigger games after that, Spurs included, and the Huddersfield obviously being the anomaly here, but Spurs included. I think that they are games where Jose can maybe get away with playing a little bit more defensive. Even tonight, you know what I mean? He could have gone out there tonight and just got the draw and just gone for the draw quite easily. And I don't think he necessarily didn't do that, mate. Can I get something off my chest that I've been wanting to say for ages about one player and one player in particular? And I hate criticising individuals, but I don't get Daley Blind. I don't get him. I don't think he's done anything for United as a defender.
Scored a fucking penalty.
Mate, I don't get don't. Right, I don't get what Daley Blind is about at Man United. I'm sorry if this is me like misunderstanding something, or if maybe everyone else is just getting lost in his eyes. But I feel like he had that season when statistically we were great in defence under Louis van Gaal, but we were set up in a way to protect that defence. Because I remember at the end of that season thinking Chris Smalling was world class, and obviously he's not. And I just feel like Daley Blind, mate, I just don't think he's that quality player that would be playing. Say if we go through to the next round and go up against someone like Real Madrid or something, which could be possible. You know, I just don't think he's the type of player that's good enough for Man United, especially not as a defender. I'd maybe like see him as a midfielder, see what you can do there.
That's what I was going to say. Like Daley Blind would probably say to that criticism, "I'm a midfielder," or "I'm not a left back."
Yeah. So I'm not going to stand there and say that he's.
But then does that
crap.
make you confused that Luke Shaw stayed on the bench?
That's what it is. That is the confusing thing for me, because we're lacking in that left back position. And we've got players like Blind and Darmian fighting for a first team place in that left back position, and Ashley Young as well included. They're not good enough to be starting every week left back for United. So throw someone like Luke Shaw in, see what he can do. But man, Daley Blind, I just feel like I'm missing something. I really, really do. I don't think he's got any pace, and his defending, sometimes his positioning's well off. Sometimes he just gets shoved off the ball. And when it comes to crossing today, he was absolutely abysmal, man. I thought he could pass. Every corner that he puts in seems to go against the first.
I love Daley Blind, but I've got to say, like, I agree with you on some things today. Like, he was caught out of position so many times. And then there was one point where he drifted centrally from left back. His winger was free on the left, and he just stayed where he was. And but then that's like, he's not a natural fullback. So
I just want him out of the club, so I'm no longer the second fittest guy in Manchester.
I'm here with Abdullah. We're outside Old Trafford, 2-0 against Benfica today. The other result, CSK have won. So we're basically kind of finished top of the group. We're definitely through. That's for sure.
Well, it would take, I think, 2 heavy losses to actually not finish at the top. But good result, just not a dominant performance. So
stand still, Abdullah!
It's him moving.
I'm not moving, look, I'm staying still.
All right, so I think it was a dominant performance. Good result, not a dominant performance, which is a bit frustrating because I think either Basel or CSK might have put 5 past these, so you'd expect a bit better, even without the likes of Pogba in the team. Again, Matic and Herrera, McTominay are the ones that we're looking at to create from the midfield. Nothing too special again in terms of, that creativity we've really lacked, I think, in recent weeks over a month now without Pogba, so it's a bit frustrating. So, it just needs to be a bit better, I think, in terms of getting that ball outside.
Benfica started, they come out the blocks well. They started well. It was kind of like they knew they had their last chance to try and get anything from this group, whether it's Europa League or otherwise. But it took a Svilar on goal to get us. Now, it was a great shot from Matic, but it weren't going in. Yeah. Got some luck to get the goal and get in front. After missing a penalty, were you worried that we weren't going to score today?
No, I wasn't really worried. I thought the goals would always come. I think it's a bit different to, in recent years. But it's just frustrating, I know Benfica obviously...
Why is it so flat in there today, man?
That's what I don't understand. I think, like I said, when Pogba's not in that side, it's just not good enough for me. I think there needs to be someone there that creates from midfield. We keep looking at Matic, Herrera, McTominay, like I said before. There just needs to be maybe just an extra signing in there, because Mata and Mkhitaryan, they're more forward players and you'd rely on them in front of goal at times. There needs to be someone deeper behind them who creates, and we've only got Pogba for that right now. I can't really see anyone else on that side doing much creatively from that deep side. I mean, when you look at City, they'll have Silva and De Bruyne who'll play a lot deeper at times and create. I think to unlock games, I think if it wasn't Benfica today, I think it might have been a bit sticky today. But we got through it in the end. It was a good result. We can't really complain. We're top of the group. We've won every game. So I think when we got Pogba back in, we're going to be looking better, of course. I mean, we might have even had an extra 2 or 3. That's the difference that Pogba makes, because Lukaku might have been put 3 more on goal, and Lukaku's living off scraps sometimes. I know he missed a big chance today, but I think the service as well from Blind when he's getting that on the left side, his crosses were just absolute rubbish. I know he scored that penalty, but his crosses, Lukaku will be waiting in the back post, and he's just keeps making those runs, keeps getting into positions, and then when he's not scoring, he's like, I know it shouldn't be that mentality where he's stopping, but he's just getting frustrating for him. Martial, you know, on the ball, absolute magic. You got the Stretford end up there. And
Martial is there's our mate. There's our mate.
I think he needs to be better in terms of his end product maybe today. But overall, it's just nice to watch Martial. Nice to have a player like that, you know, the likes of Ronaldo that have come through back in the day, that get the players off their seats. And it's nice to have him. But had he scored the penalty, a lot of people would have been like, oh, Martial and all that. You've got to give him credit, because the fans are missing that excitement at times in the ground, especially in a flat game like that.
We're going through, Abdullah!
Yes!
I would have to give Martial. He was causing loads of threat down that left-hand side. I mean, obviously we brought him off the bench for the last few minutes against Tottenham, got a goal.
Yes, lad, who was your man of the match?
Jim!
Yeah, Jim was mine too.
His penalty, he missed it, but he's driving with the ball, moving forward, and that's all that matters. If we keep on getting forward, the goals will come.
I'm here with shadowing Yas. We're outside Old Trafford. Yas, you weren't excited for this game, and it was a thriller.
Yeah,
You were wrong, weren't you?
I was not wrong. I'd say Martial was pretty mint. I'd say McTominay was probably like a 6, but Gaz has given me so
McTominay was a 6.
yeah, when I see Gaz, I think I see him on Thursday, I might have to hit him. But apart from that, you know, it was all right actually. I thought, yeah, Martial was incredible.
Just how good is Martial, by the way,
Like,
in comparison to Fellaini?
he looks like in Fellaini. Don't make me swear on camera, Jesus. Jesus, comparing him to Fellaini, yeah.
I'm not really. I just wanted to wind you up.
Jesus Christ.
Martial, though, how good can he be? Come on.
He can be honestly incredible. If he gets a run of games, honestly, on that left side, we can play a front 3 of him, Lukaku, Rashford on the right. Have maybe Mkhitaryan or Mata playing them through. I think that would work against Chelsea. I know it's a bit more attacking than, you know, Mourinho would do, but I think that would, you know, at least a goal or 2.
Your man of the match, McTominay, then, yeah?
I think that's a no. I think it's definitely Martial. Best player in Europe, better than Sané. That's for my friends who were arguing that he's not. But yeah, wicked.
They think Sané is better than Martial.
I know.
What have they been smoking down there?
They dragged us down to their level today, and we played there rather than taking it on. There was a lack of risk, there was a lack of ingenuity, there was a lack of bravery from United. It was just really, 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 really flat, and I don't think that's what we've been saying for the last few games, which is like United are missing Pogba. I think it was, is there something else?
Is it changes to the team, maybe? Was it one eye on Chelsea?
Maybe, one eye on Chelsea, maybe. I mean, it's a massive game. Chelsea got spanked. I don't know what score that ended up.
3-0, I think.
Did it finish 3-0? I think they had a full strength side out, is what I've heard. I haven't seen the team, but supposedly it was a pretty strong side out from them. So I think if we've had one eye on Chelsea and we go and do the result on Chelsea, sound. We didn't feel like it, did it? It felt like a strong team to get the job done, so maybe we can rest ahead of the derby. That is what I was thinking Jose's gone and done there tonight. But when you look at, that was a good enough starting 11 to really put them away. And like, do you know those performances that we saw at the start of the season? Because I've seen a couple of people complaining on Twitter already, as I'm sure you've probably seen as well, that people are saying, oh, this is what you get with Mourinho. They wasn't saying this when he was... He wasn't saying this when we was winning 4-0.
It was 1-0 to the 80th minute,
and we're scoring 4-0. Like, when we're scoring all these goals and we're winning 4-0, no one was really moaning about all that because it was goal-forward football, wasn't it? But today it just felt like it was, I don't know. It was just missing something, man.
Is it anything to do with that Liverpool game? I mean, since that Liverpool game, it's been flat. This crossed my mind. I don't know. It's not what I think. It just crossed my mind as a possibility. we've set up really negative against Liverpool, and the team have just felt they've been popped. Their balloon's been popped.
I think that we've set up negative against Liverpool has been blown out of all proportion. Because when you listen to the words Jose Mourinho said,
we stopped playing the football we had played initially. Before that, we were playing a little bit more attacking, and then all of a sudden we go somewhere and we don't play to our players' strengths.
There's something happened. There's something happened here that's almost unexplainable, because the wind has been taken out of our sails and it doesn't make sense to what is happening.
It's weird. It's weird. Even the crowd felt weird today, and we're going through to the next phase, which is mad. So knockout stage is coming up. We have got 2 games left, and like you say, that's around the Man City Arsenal game. I think one of them sandwiched right in the middle.
The final game of the group is against just before the City game, and I think to be able to totally rest then, because he's going to, is a good thing. But yeah, it feels weird to come out here and complain.
We are happy though, aren't we?
I don't want to complain. No, yeah, I'm happy. It's just it was a flat game, and it was. Do you know what? Sometimes you can see a 0-0 and people go, "Oh, it was boring because it was 0-0." Sometimes you can have a really tactical 0-0 battle, which is back and forward. Like Spurs wasn't a boring game. It was a poor performance, I thought, but it wasn't boring. There was a lot of interest in that game. There was a lot of things going on. There was a lot of mistakes, but it was an interesting game. It was a bit of a battle. So you can have a 0-0, which is interesting, but you can have a 2-0 comfortable win, which is boring, man. It was they rarely threatened us. They rarely did anything that was worth doing. It was just there was no risk from United, man. It was annoying.
It was annoying. Positives today, Martial. Who's your man of the match?
Looked great in the first half, but definitely faded. And it was the same sort of head scratching from all around us again when he got took off, but that was always going to happen, I thought, wasn't it? And then Rashford immediately injecting a little bit of pace.
Winning a penalty.
Yeah, unlucky not to get on the score sheet himself, really. I mean, I don't know what the crack is with the penalties. Have the squad got like a syndicate on the go about who's going to score the next goal? Lukaku puts it down, Herrera walks over, Blind comes over, and he's like, hang on.
Someone said to me Jose was telling him, but I didn't see that, so I can't
see that neither. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what's gone on there. Obviously, there's some sort of orders, some sort of rules that's at play there, and I don't know. But either way, it's 2-0. It's comfortable. We're through in Europe. We've got a 100% record. There's only a couple
another clean sheet
kicking about. It was close at the end, but yeah, it's another clean sheet. We shouldn't be complaining because we're making this look easy, but ultimately there's underlying issues that we probably need to fix before we get to the knockout stage, or before we, maybe we go Chelsea. I mean, actually, Joe, thinking about the Chelsea game, City beat them and got a ton of plaudits, and rightly so, because he was very good. Maybe Chelsea was worse than we thought. Crystal Palace then beat Chelsea, and everyone kind of goes, Watford should have beat Chelsea, and then they've just been battered off Roma, and you're like, is there an underlying issue at Chelsea that we should be really going and taking advantage of? But the same thing you could have said prior to Liverpool. So I hope we go on the front foot, and I hope we go and take 3 points, because yes, a draw is a good result away at Stamford Bridge, but not a good result, it's an acceptable result. But a good result is 3 points.
And if we can get 3 points, it can start the defeat against Huddersfield in a week.
Bingo, yeah, bingo.
Bingo, bango. Who stood out for you today, mate?
Martial. Every time he got the ball, he ripped that left back to shreds, that right back to shreds. Every time he touched it, he was shitting himself, that right back, knowing that he was getting torn to pieces. Kept cutting inside. A couple of times I reckon he could have shot first time rather than cutting inside. He's my man of the match today. I think Ron played well as well. I wish he took that penalty.
Ron was great today.
Yeah, he was really good. I don't know why he didn't get. I don't know what that shit with the penalty was.
Was it just me, or did you notice a bit from Wan where he was doing dirty stuff today, like just getting involved and just kicking people? And
I think he played really well. I was good. It was good to see him doing well on the ball, but I'd rather see Rom score goals. It's been what, five games since he scored 6 now without a goal. He should have taken that penalty. I don't know why Blind took it off him.
It looked like it was already confirmed, and Lukaku was just like, I'm taking this.
Well, he picked the ball up from the keeper. He went straight over to the keeper, picked the ball up, put it down, stood back to take it, and then Blind came over and was like,
Herrera first,
then Blind, and then it was a bit. I'd rather see Rom score the goals, get a bit of confidence. I mean, ever since.
But then, if he misses it, what for his confidence?
Well, I think he needs to take the chances to score them.
Therefore.
And then Martial should have scored the pen. I mean, he had a decent game.
Even the great Smith pens, though. Come on.
I know, but it's nice if you get a goal, give yourself some confidence. I don't know why Blind needed the confidence to take the pen. I mean, he's not that great.
I'm not liking this. Everyone's cussing Blind. I'm with Rachel. Rachel, 2-0 today. I nearly forgot the score. 2-0 today. You happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, It was good. I'm happy Blind scored. I mean, anybody who's ever like followed me.
Did you hear what Gaz was saying about Blind?
I think it's good that he's already walked off. Like,
Did you hear what he said?
No.
He said Daley Blind shouldn't be playing for Man United, and he can't wait till he's gone.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, stand here and be irrational. Like, Blind wasn't great today, but do you know what? I couldn't see from my end whether they were all fighting over the ball or they were all pushing the ball away. But Blind ended up with it, and do you know what? He scored, and that's better than Martial did today. However, at the same time,
Whoa. First of all, if you're gonna speak through this mic, don't ever blasphemy. Is that the word? No Martial slander. That's the one.
It is a word. I don't know if that's the word you're looking for.
It wasn't the word I was looking for.
Look, no, to be honest, I think Martial was man of the match as far as I was concerned. He, especially at the start, he did so well. Like, his runs were amazing. However, there was I think he got a little bit cocky later on. It got to a point where the shot probably should have gone off and he was too busy being like, oh, I'll just take another man and I'll take another man. And it's like, you don't need to embarrass them right now, Martial. You need to score. And I mean, I thought it was a really good save, but it turns out, no, it was just a rubbish penalty.
Someone said to me earlier, like, he needs to get that Ronaldo thing in him where he just shoots, like Martial. Like, do you feel sometimes he does tend to? I know he's got the skills to pay them bills, but he just dribbles a bit too much.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like his standout feature, and like it is amazing. But I mean, he's playing with lots of confidence now, which is good. It's just like today there were just one or two moments where you like just shoot, like you've got the ability, just go for it. Talking
about confidence. Romelu Lukaku has looked like he's lacking confidence, although I thought in the first half he wasn't great. Second half he looked a lot better today, could have scored. What have you made of it? It's been 5 full games, 1 substitute appearance involved in that, so 6 games, no goal. Are you bothered? Do you care? Are you concerned about Lukaku?
I think people can question Jose Mourinho's techniques a lot, but one thing he seems to be really good at is actually instilling confidence into players. Like, I think Rashford now as well is playing with a lot more confidence, so I'm not actually worried. He still had chances. No, they haven't actually been the best chances, so he's not like missed a sitter as far as I'm concerned in those games. Like, I haven't been like tearing my hair at him. I'm not frustrated at all with him. I think he's still playing well. It's just that people around him are getting chances.
But he's not.
No.
I felt like that wasn't a finished sentence.
It's because I don't know. Like, I don't think it's a goal drought. It's like 5 and we haven't decided if it's 6 games yet that he hasn't scored. Yeah, he's having chances. They are not the most clear-cut chances, but I'm not worried. He's playing with confidence and it will come.
And plus, if you look at his record, it's still quite healthy because of the way he started, so it's not all bad. Anyway, we are through to the knockout stages. Possibly almost done top spot because of the other result. We're 6 points clear of anyone else.
It's not all positive though. It's not all positive though. Like, I personally, like, not to get on a hate train, but like Chris Smalling today, like our captain, like, do you know what? Captain wasn't on the team sheet. Apparently there was no C. He must have just like picked it up as the last one to leave the change room and be like, I'll put this on. He couldn't like, do you know what I mean? Like, with the whole penalty situation, like apparently Jose was shouting from the sidelines and Lukaku wanted to take it. Don't take the penalty.
I think Jose told him not to take it. It's probably because if Lukaku misses that penalty, oh my God.
And he's not historically great at penalties, which is fine. We'll give it to somebody else. But it was a bit of a faff, and there's no like, and there was multiple times where like he just completely missed the tackle, and I'm just like, and he's thrown goal. So my patience is wearing thin with Smalling, and it's frustrating me. But at the same time, we haven't conceded yet so far at Old Trafford. It's still going well. If we can keep this good of a defensive record with him, I'm okay with it.
Burton did score here, but you are right. Cheers, man. Who do you want in the knockout stages? Obviously, we've still got 2 games left.
I don't know. Like, I'm hard.
Barcelona, PSG.
Are these people coming second in their groups? Right. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? Bayern. Shall we get Bayern? Shall we go?
I love them.
Show Arsenal.
We'll beat them 10-2.
Show Arsenal it's really done. While they like fail at the Europa League, we'll win the Europa League and then we'll beat Bayern. Yeah.
Son, cheers, man. Nice one. There's a lot of talk about our best partnership at centre-back, but it's clear Bay's the best one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just who to partner him with. I hope in time it will be Lindelof, because I think partnering Lindelof with Bailey, it'll give Lindelof that confidence, somebody with that experience in the side, and Lindelof will obviously, hopefully gain that experience and be a much better player. I think in time he will be, like when Vidic first came, he didn't have a good start with us, but
confident going into the knockout stages. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, I'm confident.